It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we'll get to see a battle for conference superiority. It's the Detroit Lions and the Houston Texans, and it's all up next.
Let's go now, let's go!
Our coverage of the NFL has brought us to Space City and NRG Stadium, right next to where the old Astrodome sits, here in Houston, Texas. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Ewart. I'm Kate Scott, and Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you had quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we've got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today, because the moment they get greedy in coverage or get too aggressive in the pocket, either of these quarterbacks can drop a dime, drop a deep throw right over him for big yardage, and maybe 6 points too.
Jake Bates now ready to get this one started. And we're off and running from Houston. Fielded just shy of the end zone. And this drive will start inside the 25. So here come the Texans for their opening drive. And leading them out is the second overall pick back in the 2023 draft from the Ohio State. It's C.J. Stroud.
It didn't take long for C.J. Stroud to make an immediate impact into the NFL, and it didn't take long for me, Kate, to form an opinion, but this guy's just different. He just processes the game quicker. Remember talking to Ryan Day on the practice field in Columbus, watching him in college, and he just alluded to that as well. It's anticipation. It is knowing where everybody is and getting that ball out before any receiver will even break on a route. C.J. was unique in that way, and that skill set has been a big part of his success.
It's a pickup of 11, and it sets up a Houston first.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Brought down by the veteran Carlton Davis. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. Mixon on the counter. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Tackled by Jack Campbell. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. On the ground again with Mixon. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line. No gain on the play. That brings up a tough decision for them on 4th down.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense, it just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Oh, I love 4th downs. It just brings out the very best, and you get to see how you handle the most pressure, and it turns out they handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing.
Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. On target to his back, Joe Mixon. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
And he's brought down for a loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play.
And he's in! Touchdown, Houston! The Texans finish up an excellent opening series. What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone, getting your offense established in its top gear right here early on.
That one right down the middle. And the Texans will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Craig Reynolds to return it. This return makes it up to the 25. So now it's the Lions' turn to head out for the first time on offense. They're led out by someone who's fought through the doubters all through his career, and he just keeps putting up numbers. Jared Goff.
Kate, there are other flashier quarterbacks that make more highlight reel plays than Jared Goff. There certainly are bigger and stronger athletes playing the position today, but Jared's just a throwback, a guy that understands the timing and the precision. I love that he knows what he is and what he isn't when it comes to his skills, and it's why he's been able to flourish in multiple places and why he continues to sustain a lot of success in this league.
Second down now, 7 to go. From the 28. Throw complete to Williams. This is ahead for about 5. Kamari Lassiter getting up there to make the stop. The rookie from Georgia in on that tackle. Third and a lone yard coming up. Montgomery now up the middle. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. On comes Jack Fox to handle the fourth down punt for the Lions. And this one's kicked up towards the clouds. Wow! And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. That one's marked as a 38-yard punt. And it's going to be Texans football. Now we'll see the Houston offense for their second drive of the contest. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their second possession.
And Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
And the hit stops him cold. Wow, he maybe got back to the line. No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on third down. Stroud off the play fake. He rolls to his right, trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up fourth down. Texans going to kick this away on fourth, and it's Tommy Townsend on for the punt. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. Call that a booming 56 yards in the end. And the Lions will go on offense. On first down, it's Goff. That's complete to Sam Laporta. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
They had the first down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
First down, and they go right back to it. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. And stop coming from Henry To'o. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. Off play action, Goff. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. Montgomery gets it from the gun, and he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, it keeps that defense honest.
He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Look at Jimmy Ward getting up there to make that stop.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door, bigger gap in the future.
And he'll get them enough for a first down.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there, making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They got 2 yards there. That leaves him with 3rd down and 5. It's Gibbs on the carry. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. 9-yard pickup, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Ask for a little bit more on that one. As that running back's come up with more than he's used to on 3rd down, he made it look like just another day at the office. I would expect every conversion to go as smoothly. He sure made that one look routine.
Just 1 yard on 1st and goal, so 4 yards to go on 2nd. Montgomery, and he's in for the touchdown. The Lions reach pay dirt for the first time this game. David Montgomery with the touchdown. Now it's Jake Bates for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Lions tie this game 7-7. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Houston's offense back out now and ready to go. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. First down, Stroud. Pass taken in by Diggs. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Caught by Collins on the slant. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. They'll come up 1st and 10. Staying between the tackles with Mixon. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be 2nd down.
1 yard gain brings us 2nd and 9 at the 50-yard line.
On play action, here's Stroud. Hauled in left side. Decent gain here, but short of the 1st.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
They get an even 10 on that play. And the Texans are going to have a first down. From the gun, Stroud. This is complete to Schultz. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Tackled by Jack Campbell.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Now for that defense, who puts a sack on the board.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
There on for the field goal. A 55-yard attempt.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all this concentration, every bit of the strength, to send that puppy through.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Khalif Raymond to return it. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Goff back to throw. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. And he's there to send that one away incomplete. Trying to force one through there. So it'll be 2nd down. This, our last play of the quarter. Running on 2nd with Montgomery. It'll be a quality gain on the run, and that also brings us to the end of this quarter. We will not get another play. Back and beginning the 2nd quarter. Lions in possession. They have it on 3rd and 5. They'll run again with Montgomery. And he'll only drive this forward to around the 26. It'll be another punt. Jack Fox out there once again. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. We don't get a return out of that punt. And it's going to be their football coming up. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. They'll begin with a run by Mixon. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Alex Anzalone there on the stop. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 32-yard line.
Shotgun now for Stroud. Short pass caught by his tight end. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down. New set of downs for him from the 46. Stroud throwing here on 1st. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
They call play action. Would have been better to actually give it to him on a carry right there, Kate. The front was fooled for about a split second, if that. And that play call ended up working in their favor as it leads to a sack.
Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. And the back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets him up with a 3rd down. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. He throws a bullet deep to the... brought in inside the 20. Touchdown, Houston! The Texans make it a 9-point advantage. Tank Dell the touchdown. Point after up and good by Fairbairn. And the Texans make it a 10-point ball game. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Here's Raymond on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The Lions down running back David Montgomery getting back to work. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They're down 10 partway through this one. Score is 17-7. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. They go play action with Goff. He finds Laporta. And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Goff on 3rd. He's going to push one deep down the big gain downfield. And they get there to touch him down, Brock, but a big gain on that play. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. Throwing again, it's Goff. This one to Williams out left side. And he's going to be marked down a yard shy of that marker.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down, well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
It's a gain of 4. And that gives the Lions the first. From the gun, Goff. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. Had that one, but just couldn't see it through. And that'll bring up second down. Throwing is Goff. Laporta with the grab. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And that'll be first down, Detroit. A give now to Montgomery. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. This offense in position now. It's first and goal. Montgomery. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3. They're lining up on the doorstep. Second and goal from inside the 1. Once more, it's Montgomery. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play. Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach.
Still second down.
Penalty drops him at the 1, so they've got a couple of shots left at it. It's second and goal. Gonna keep this one and go. And he's stuffed cold by that defensive front. Back-to-back stands at the goal line, and now it's third and goal.
That's what I call a good old-fashioned willpower play. Who's got more will and who's got more power to move the man in front of him?
And he gets it on the sneak. Touchdown! The Lions face a 4-point deficit. It's a Jared Goff touchdown. He finds his way in on the sneak. Bates tacks on the extra point. And the Lions cut it to a field goal game. Volley set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Dameon Pierce now to return it. Returns looking good so far. They'll bring him down on the return as he gets this to the 33. Out now come the Texans on offense. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3 and out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Try getting it to Nico Collins. So second down coming up. Back to throw, Stroud. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it sets up a Houston first. Throwing is Stroud. Cut by Diggs. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That one goes for 25 yards. And the Texans are going to have a first down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
To the air yet again, it's Stroud. Collins there to grab it. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it sets up a Houston first.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
From the red zone now. into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
Diggs there to bring it in. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
Throwing on third down, Stroud. That's caught for the first. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal. Blitz coming for Stroud. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete. So after the incomplete pass, here's second and goal. Mixon has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2. So now, here's third and goal. Back now, pressure on its way. And that finds him in the end zone for the Houston touchdown. The Texans make it a 9-point advantage. Tank Dell the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Fairbairn connects on the extra point. And the Texans make it a 10-point ball game. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Here's Raymond on the return. He's got a lane up past the 30. And nearly to the 35-yard line before he goes out of bounds. The Lions offense returning to the field. And they're going to try to take the lead back to one possession here after that last score pushed it up to 24-14. On first down, it's Goff. Finds his man, it's Amon-Ra St. Brown.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Pass taken in by St. Brown. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. He puts some power on a deep one left. Taking a deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Off play action, Goff. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
That sure ended up being worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut big, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play. Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Online, but not enough juice. It's no good short. And the deficit remains 2 scores.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
Here's Stroud on first and 10. Finding Collins. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. First and 10, a run to Mixon. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. We've hit the 2-minute warning now at NRG. The Texans pushing for a score before the break. Shotgun now for Stroud. Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. Jack Campbell with the INT. And the Lions put together a wonderful return. Gets him back inside the 40 following the interception.
I know he started the play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles and he chewed up yardage in the open space. We'll make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion. I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. Goff back to throw. That one's incomplete over the middle.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Here he is on 3rd and long. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. First time this game they've looked to him. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Now go for it, Goff. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. They'll keep this drive moving after a big 18-yard pickup on 4th down. All set up now for 1st and 10. It's Montgomery on the counter. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. They've invested some early touches in him, Brock, and the returns so far, I'd say very promising.
Kate, I told you the story before, but it was the same play 18 plays in a row. You know, I was really good with that clipboard on the sidelines. 18 plays in a row. Peyton ran the same play. If you can't stop it, keep calling it.
They'll run here. It's Montgomery. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense.
Hey, as much as I love talking about these physical matchups, right now this is psychological. This adds some layers to this 3rd down call. Do you try your hand at another run and hope it fares better?
And he will score. It's a Detroit touchdown. The Lions make it a 1-score game before halftime. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Point after up and good from Bates. And the Lions cut it to a field goal game.
Lions 21.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. He'll take this at the 10. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. Here comes the final play of our first half. One final shot before halftime. He's gonna loft one deep to the left. He's got it inside the 25. It's halftime here in Houston, with the Texans enjoying a lead at the break. In the interest of time, we'll bypass the halftime break and resume play with the 3rd quarter. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Out come the Lions. They've got the first series of the second half. All their scoring has kept them close, but they still find themselves trailing by just a little in this 3rd quarter. They'll start on the ground with Gibbs. They'll cobble together a yard there. Will Anderson Jr. in on the stop. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. They give up the gut to Montgomery. And he found some running room for a nice gain. 7 yards on the run. That sets up an easily attainable 3rd and 1. Staying on the ground with Montgomery. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
Goff on 1st and 10. He finds Laporta. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. They gain 14 on the play. And that gives the Lions the first. This is Montgomery running right. And that's good for a gain of 5. Azeez Al-Shire that time on the tackle. He's been a fixture for them all game, and all signs indicate, Brock, he's going to remain one in the time we've got left.
Yeah, they've leaned on him in certain spots, and he has shouldered the load oh so well. Put together a game that everyone's happy with.
And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
You know what that felt like to me, Kate? That felt like a little bit of overthinking, where he's just waiting for the perfect lane and the breakaway run. But against defenses in this league, you hesitate, you get tackled for a loss.
And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And that'll be first down, Detroit. Out of the shotgun, Goff. That's complete to St. Brown outright. And he'll cover up as they touch him down a few yards short of the first.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
You know what I like about a second and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that gives the Lions the first. Working inside the red zone. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
And he'll pick up a little down to the 12-yard line. Give him 2 on the run. That's going to set him up with 3rd and 4. Shotgun snap here to Goff. Complete beyond the marker. And in for the Detroit touchdown. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
This is the time of the game where your legs just get a little bit tired. But that was a determined-looking drive right there. They were not going to be denied, and they're able to score and take the lead.
That one splits the uprights. And the Lions take a 4-point lead. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Pierce now on the return. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. Ball at the 33 for first down. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Complete to Dell. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40. 2nd and 3 now.
Out of bounds at the 40-yard line. It's the gain of 7.
From the gun, Stroud. Into the hands of Schultz. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Schultz with the catch. And he's got it up to midfield and into Lions territory.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
It's Mixon on second down. And the struggles continue for him tonight. He's only able to get back to the line. They'll need 4 to convert now after no gain on second down.
It's now 3rd and 4.
To the air, Stroud. And they'll get there and stop him at the line. Following that completion, medical staff headed out for an injured player. We'll see what the nature of his injury is. Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. The Lions and Jared Goff set to take over on offense once again. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they can really use some more points on this drive. They give to Montgomery to start the drive. No one around. He's got space. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. It's a gain of 12 there. And that'll be first down, Detroit.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that gives the Lions the first.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
And they get there to take him down right around the 41. That's 16 on the pickup. And that'll be first down, Detroit. They run. Here's Montgomery. And they bring him down quickly, but he does have it across the 40. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. From the 38. Finds Laporta. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
They go play action with Goff. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. He's got it on the bootleg. Laporta with the grab. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And that gives the Lions the first. Montgomery now up the middle. And they'll only find 1 yard up the gut. Second down.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
And he's tackled after gaining a handful. It'll be a gain of 5. They still need 4 on third down. Handoff running right, Montgomery. And they bring him down pretty quickly at the 10. Pickup of 3 on the carry. That's going to bring up 4th and 2. Looking to throw. And they won't do it. That falls incomplete on 4th down.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
He beams one deep right side. It's complete. Oh, my. They left him wide open downfield. He goes the distance. Touchdown, Houston. touchdown. His third through the air this game. Point after, up and good by Fairbairn. And the Texans push their lead to 3. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Here's Raymond on the return. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. The offense headed out now for Detroit. They passed on the field goal, didn't get it on 4th down. Interested to see what they do if a similar situation arises on this next possession. St. Brown's got it, complete. And he'll be touchdown after a big play. A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. Off play action, Goff. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Another try following the sack. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball, left side. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. That one firmly denied by the man in coverage. So they're left facing 3rd and long. They go play action here. Into a ton of traffic, and this one's intercepted. Jimmy Ward has it. I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep, or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them? You call a deep pass like that again on the next play, it could go to the end zone. But this time, it is a takeaway.
And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. A give to Mixon up the middle. And he's able to take this up pretty close to that 40-yard line. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. A touchdown aside. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Here we go.
On play action, here's Stroud. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Shotgun now for Stroud. That's caught for the 1st. And he's taken down at the 30. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Running with Mixon out of the gun. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
It's the game of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Lions' 25-yard line.
Now it's Stroud. Cut near the goal line. Touchdown, Houston. And on a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Here's Raymond on the return. This return makes it up to the 25. Now the Lions offense gets ready to return to the field. They are coming off their 1st interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. On 1st down, it's Goff. St. Brown there to bring it in. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. From the 31. That's complete to the back. David Montgomery. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Throwing now, off play action. Laporta pulls it in along the sideline. And he goes out a little short of the 40. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Trying again, following the sack. Pass taken in by St. Brown. And he's taken down at the 30. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun snap here to Goff. It's Jalen Petrie on the interception. Has a hole left, room to run. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. Fairbairn now for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Texans take a 3-possession lead. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Here's Raymond on the return. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Goff trying again here after the pick. He fires one deep down the middle. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
The ability to track the ball, right? Ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. The ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, we're looking at a huge gain.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
A gain of 27 on the play. And the Lions 1st down.
Out of the shotgun, Goff. Has the connection to right.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
He finds Laporta. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. Goff on 1st and 10. And the 1st down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete. Great defensive effort to reject that one. And it sets up 2nd down. Fakes the handoff, now to throw. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Off the play fake, he'll throw. He sends this one to the end zone. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. 3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. Throwing again. It's Goff. Oh, brother. It's another interception. Picked off by Derek Stigley Jr. And the Texans see their return stop just a little bit short of their own 30. Wow, an aggressive choice to go for it on 4th and that kind of distance, and an equally aggressive play in coverage to pick that pass off.
Yeah, that down and distance, you're not running it, right? Too far to get to the stick, so that defense had all eyes on the quarterback. They knew that pass was coming, and it's one thing to know it, it's another thing to execute it and go take it away. That's a big momentum swing for this defense.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. On the ground again with Mixon. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A 5th defensive back into the game for the Lions. 3rd down coming. From the gun, Stroud. Complete to Dell. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10.
That's good for the Texans. First down. First and 10.
Out of the shotgun, a give to Mixon. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
At the 49-yard line.
Keeping it with Mixon. And he doesn't get the lane he wants or needs. He's going to be taken down at the line.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 9.
That takes us to the 2-minute warning in Houston. Texans can rest easy with a 3-score lead. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9.
On the quick, right?
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Complete beyond the marker. And he's in! Touchdown, Houston! The Texans put up even more points in a win. Tank Dell the touchdown. His 4th receiving score of the game. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker.
Foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So they tag him for roughing the kicker. And now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft it and try to stick him deep. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
The Texans close it in, and they will get him. And that pushes him back, 3rd down coming up. Goff back to throw. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
Desperation time here on 4th. Trying to push it deep downfield. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. They're out and set, 1st and 10. A give left side, here's Mixon. And he'll have a short pickup down to the 17. Now the Lions calling a timeout, their first. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Staying between the tackles with Mixon. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Detroit calls timeout. It's 2nd. So now here's 3rd and 5. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. That's Carlton Davis. And the Lions can only get the return up towards the 10 before they're taken down.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
To the ground it goes. That's incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
And they pick him off again! Picked off by Derek Stingley Jr. And forget the turnover, Brock. They take it back for a late touchdown. Defense getting in on the fun, Brock, with that fourth quarter lead as they provide a nice little boost there with the pick six.
Yeah, you could feel some of the desperation of this offense, and when you get into that mode, it is danger time. Defenses love to take advantage of it. I always say to you, Kate, play fast but never in a hurry. You can't be rushed offensively because you can often be rushed into mistakes like that.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. Here's Raymond on the return. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful return. The Detroit offense getting ready for its next drive. And they'll get one final chance in a game that, to put it mildly, Brock, has been a bit of a miserable experience for them. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. Second down. Off play action, Goff. Couldn't connect across the middle. It's an incomplete pass.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Goff on third. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play. Offense going for it here, 4th and 5. They go play action with Goff. A bit of desperation on this deep shot, and they pick him off again. Picked off by Jalen Petrie. And the Texans get it back as he intercepts him for the second time this game. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks him up, gets it right back for him.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
Lining up to take a knee on second down. So it's the Texans who defend their building and take the win. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Texans, as we'll see you next time from Houston.